After laying down for about 5 minutes, taking my stuff to the laundry, we're back with another video. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this now. I just did my laundry. In the middle of this video, I'm gonna have to do an ab workout because if I don't tell you guys I'm gonna do it, then I'm not gonna do it. And I'm gonna have to put my clothes into the dryer. And yeah, I'm a busy guy, guys. I'm a busy guy, okay? But let's get started. Today we're gonna do more with Pong. And I'm sorry about the fan in the background, but it's really hot in here. My mom says it's the lights, but there's literally okay, that does look like a really bright light. But no, it's just really hot in here. So I need the fan, I need that fan, and 2 water bottles so I don't die. But we're back in Pong. And so there's a handful of things I want to do with this, but today what I want to do is going to be basically I want to make a cutscene. So when you run the game, when you click this, instead of going to the actual game, it's going to go to like a countdown that's going to be like 3, 2, 1, and then the game's going to start. And then I also want, like, when you click the button, it's going to trigger a little animation, maybe like a little spark or something. I don't know. But this is going to be entirely new to me, so I'm excited. And we're going to see how it works. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to start by making the animations. So let's open up Pascal. Okay, this took way too long, but this is basically what I want to display next to each player. This is basically what it looks like. And then in Unity itself, I can adjust the FPS if I decide this is too slow, too fast when I actually see it in game. So we have WASD. Now we need to do the arrow keys. So for that, I'm just gonna go through and like basically just make this arrows instead of letters. All right, and here's the arrows one. So we're good to go. All right, so I imported both of these in here. And now what I need to do is I'm gonna make a new scene. Or actually no. Or actually maybe, I don't know. So I'm gonna make it not a new scene. I'm gonna not make it a new scene, and instead I'm gonna go into our canvas, and in our canvas, I don't know exactly if I can do this, but I did something similar in the Flappy Bird game I made with the game over screen. So I'm gonna make a new canvas for this, and I'm gonna call it pre-startup cutscene, because that's basically what it is. It's a cutscene. Time to look up a tutorial. Low-key, ChatGPT is honestly helping me. ChatGPT does not know what it's talking about, bro. I can't understand it. Maybe that's just me, but we'll see. So I made this thingy. It's an image. I made an image, and I'm about to drag the first sprites into there. I don't actually like how this is looking, but yeah, let's move this down here. And this is called a panel. It's basically like a little background before the background. And so now we have this animator object component. Oh my gosh, I got it to work, guys. It's way too fast, but it works. I think if I stretch this out. Okay, guys, I think I figured it out. What you want to do, I have one on this side. I'm going to add it to this side. I'll show you my process. So we go to this canvas. Let's go to UI, image. I'll call this one arrows. So in arrows, what I'm going to want to do for my source image, I'm going to have it be the first thing of our sprite. Then I'm going to copy these down. If you don't use random numbers, you don't have to just copy paste it. But basically, yeah. Then I'm going to want this X to be positive, and now it's on the other side, right there. I'm going to open go to window, go to animation, go to animation. So we have this, and make sure you click the arrows game object, which is an image right now. Then I'm going to hit create, then we're going to call this one arrows. But we're in arrows, so now what we're going to want to do is we're going to hold control, select all your frames, and then bring them in. Okay, I don't know why it's working now, but just do it till it works. Then it's gonna put all 3 of them equally spaced apart. It's very fast. I'm gonna stretch it out, and I actually don't know how fast the other one was. Definitely not that fast. It was like by 50 seconds or something. And yeah, you can see it's like stuttering kinda. So what we're gonna want to do, put this equally spaced out, so 25, so it'd be at 75, which is 1 minute 15 seconds if you didn't know. So now it should be all normal. So now what I gotta do is add the big number, the countdown that's gonna be right here, 3, 2, 1. And low key for that, I'm just gonna make it text. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry, I'm not making a whole other animation just to display a number. Now what I'm gonna want to do, we're gonna go to UI, then we're gonna go to legacy and then text, and we're gonna call this countdown. And the countdown's gonna start at 3, you know, not fancy at all, but we're gonna go to our fonts, and then we're gonna go back to our countdown. We're gonna drag it into the font slot, and it's right there. You can't really see it. Then let's make this like 500. Okay, that's way too big. And actually, I don't even need, it just needs to be big enough to display a number. 900. Guys, I think there's a max size. So we'll just make it the max size. We'll put whatever. Let's make it centered. Let's make it centered. I wonder if I can give this another panel to like put behind it as like a little, you'll see, you'll see, you'll see. Am I a genius or am I a genius, guys? Okay. Or we can just, honestly, yeah, let's make it black. And so it looks kind of cool. Not gonna lie. So we'll call this countdown panel. So now this is gonna get tricky because I need to figure out how to switch from how to actually make this work. That's what I gotta do, guys. You know, this is actually a good time for me to stop and do my workout because it's 11:19 and I also gotta move my laundry to the dryer. All right, guys, my sister is going to do a koi fish, attempt a koi fish. She's gonna make this one right here. That's the koi fish, guys. It's not bad, not bad. All right, guys, which one do you think she draws more? Let me know in the comments down below. Show them the whole thing. I'll try this on at 5 billion subscribers, guys. Hello?
Wait, hold on.
I'm back. It's the next day, and I've been watching this thing, and I kind of do not know exactly how it works. It's called Timeline. It's on Unity, but I'll figure it out, and it'll get the thing working. Okay. I don't know how well this is gonna work. Guys, I figured it out. It took so long. But I figured it out. I'm so happy. Let me show you. Cut straight to it. All right. Let's go back to 2-player Pong. Duplicate this. Click on this, press Ctrl D, and then rename it to 2-player cutscene. Now that we have it duplicated, we're going to want to go into our canvas and delete this. So it's just the normal screen how it was before we even started the second video. So let's save this, go to our 2-player cutscene, which is for you guys, it's a duplicate right now. But then what you're going to want to do, just leave what's on here. Like the player paddle is going to stay, player 2 paddle, the line, event system. I don't know if that matters, but it mattered before for the button, so I'm not going to touch it. Then we have our pre-startup, save that, keep that. So the 2 new things we're going to want to add, and it's what I was working on before, the cutscene manager. This is your timeline. And so what I have here, I'm going to have to make another one, so I'll go over it. But yeah, you have this. This is basically our startup animation. You'll see right here, startup animation. Then you have the scene changer, which is actually going to change the scene once the animation is over. So I did end up having to make my own scene because it worked best. So let me show you what happens. Let me show you what happens. And this is so... It comes out, and then it's gonna go 3, 2, 1, go, and then it's gonna change to our game. Guys, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. So yeah, the countdown isn't actually part of the cutscene, like the timeline thing. In our VS Code, in Scene Manager, we're gonna want to create a new script, and I called it Change Scene on Timer. So let's go here, and we have this. You're gonna want to import. I didn't import that, but we're gonna want to import scene management and the UI. We're gonna want to make a public float change time. You're gonna make it equal to the time your animation takes. So for me, it's 4 seconds. If yours is longer, then it's longer. Just put that time. Then in string, this is gonna be the scene name you want to change to after the animation is over, and then you're gonna want to have public text countdown text, and that's gonna be in here. It's this right here, our countdown. Before you do anything else, you can save that. You're gonna want to put the animation time in here. You're gonna want to put the scene name you're gonna switch to after this is over, and then you're gonna want to drag your countdown and put it right in there. Back in the code, I have this long thing because I could not figure it out. But basically, every update, every frame, except since we're using delta time, it's not gonna be every frame. It's every second. It's a countdown, so it's gonna go down each second. So basically what I'm saying here is if it's between 3 and 2 seconds, you're gonna change this number to 2. If it's between 2 and 1, you're gonna change it to 1. And if it's less than 1, it's gonna change to go. If the timer is at 0, you're gonna load the next scene. And that's all it is. So now what I wanna do is I'm gonna duplicate this 2-player cutscene, press Ctrl D, duplicate it. I'm gonna call it 1-player cutscene. So essentially 1-player cutscene is the same, except if we go into our scene changer, it's gonna go to Pong. The scene name is down here, it's Pong. Everything else is gonna be the same. And then in our cutscene manager, we're gonna wanna change where the WASD and the arrows go. Basically what we're gonna wanna do, go in here. I think I might delete this. Delete, delete. Let's have this to where we wanna put it. So we're gonna have this. This is definitely gonna be smaller. This is definitely gonna be smaller. And actually, let me make them the same size. Yeah, it looks fine. And one thing I might add is some text just to say or. So let's go to our UI. Let's go to legacy. Let's go to text. We're just gonna call it or, because that's what it is. It's just gonna be text that says or. I don't know why I'm speed running this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like... But we're gonna do something similar to what we had with the other thing. All right, so basically in cutscene manager, let's hit record. This is WASD, so make sure you have WASD opened. Basically what you're gonna wanna do, just copy the scale over, then switch it to 0. Then I think it was after 1 second. We'll just put 1 up here because that's 1 second. Control V, it's gonna go to our normal scale. So you can see that's what happens. Stop recording. Right click, press convert to clip track, then extend this to 4 seconds. So now let's hit record on the arrows. Just do the same thing. We're also gonna wanna make a new one for or. Animation track, let's drag it in. I think it automatically makes one. Yep, create animation on or. Hit record, exact same thing, guys. It only took me 70 hours to figure this out. And then let's start it up. You see the animation run. And then everything's working like normal. We're going up against the computer. The arrows work as well. We're geniuses. One last thing, and I promise this is the last thing, guys. Let's go to our file, build profiles. I already added the 1-player cutscene. We're gonna open our list, add open scenes. I accidentally made all these changes on the 2-player cutscene. Okay, I did it in the right one. What I wanted to say before is that if you go to build profiles, open scene list, add open scenes, you can see 1-player cutscene is added right here. Let's go to our, it's not in game manager, main menu script. So when we hit one player, it's gonna load the first scene. So all we gotta do is go to build profiles. Let's make sure our player one cutscene has the index of 1. So then we don't actually have to change anything anywhere else. So let's go to our scenes, main menu, let's save this. All right, one last test, guys. If this works, I'm the GOAT. One player. We're too good, guys. We're too good. And yeah, I can make this better, but I might add sound effects. Who knows? You guys aren't gonna know because I'm not making a video just for sound effects again. Okay, guys, I learned something new. I know how to make cutscenes now. Hopefully you guys liked watching me learn something new. Bye-bye.